Guys, now let's cover a good counter-attack option when we're trying to do the waiter sweep and our opponent bases and we're not able to create this rocking motion, right? Where he's gonna get off balance. Maybe he gets too top heavy and he goes heavy on his hands. So when he goes heavy based on his hands, we're not gonna be able to get that rocking chair sweep to create the waiter. So in that example, we need to create an alternative option. We're gonna offset him and force him forward even more and actually take us back. So we're gonna come out the back door and do a back take off a failed waiter sweep attempt. So this is what it looks like. So we might be on the butterfly, we loaded him up, and I'm diving in for the normal waiter sweep, right? Typically we would try to sweep that way, but let's say he's very heavy or his hands are on the mat, and I'm not able to pick him up to sweep him. This is a good example. Professor PJ is bigger than me, so I will have a hard time sweeping him, right? Because of the base. He's got really good base. So let's say he put his hands on the mat and he's really basing. Perfect. Here, I'm going to go ahead and push him forward so I can start to come out the back door. Here's the move. Okay, what happened now? We initiate the waiter. Too much base, too heavy. So we're going to force him to put all his weight on his hands and create an opening on the back door. Come back here. We're underneath the waiter. I'm right here, trying to load. I need to force the back door. The way we'll do that, this right hand that's under the thigh, I'm going to bring this hand down and find his tailbone. And my bicep is going to punch him on the tailbone, his butt, right where the line's at, and bump his butt right there. Circle a little bit. Put your hands on the mat. See right here, trying to sweep is not working. So this will go down and I'm gonna bump him forward. There. This will allow us to get our head out. Now step two, the free leg will come over like you're planning to attack a hook. My bottom knee, which was the butterfly hook, will go behind his leg. And now all we're doing is pulling his belt down and starting to kick his legs out. So I'll adjust my hip and then kick his leg out. The rest is just getting the back of the seatbelt. I'll sit up, secure that seatbelt, bring him to me, and establish your hook with hand control. The mistakes that will happen is trying to force the sweep this way. And then secondly, we have to make space for our head. So don't think that we're gonna be able to pick him up to make up all the space. That was the problem to begin with, right? He had too much base. So I need to get to my side. This arm needs to bump down and I'm gonna bump his butt as I go to my side this way. He'll go forward. Now I'm able to get my head out and then establish the leg position. Also, when the people are stronger and heavier, you might not be able to kick them and move them around. So half of it is gonna be you move yourself more. The rest of the way is trying to force him to position. So let's see it one more time. We'll change the angle now. Yes, here we go. So we're lifting, going in the waiter. Cannot sweep. This is gonna go down. I'm gonna bump him forward and get his hands on the mat. You can even use your foot. Bump him forward. Perfect. There's the belt. Head pops out. Here's the key details. Outside leg comes over as a hook. Inside knee goes here. He might be too heavy for me to pull. So to kick him out. So I'm gonna pull and just hip escape back. And that will kind of help put him in your lap. And then we can start to force the seat belt and establish the back. So there we have it. Waiter's back take off the waiter sweep.